Alright, we're just gonna go live. This is going to be a mess of a stream, but we're gonna see how it goes. Um, how are we doing? Are things even working? Oh, I should post on the Discord that I am live. Um, really scuffed stream going live? No. Okay. Oops. No. For advent of code. Go. Yeah. So I'm in a hotel. I'm not recording this, so I will have to download the VOD later. And I have a portable display, which is how this is working. Is the audio fine? Is the frame rate fine? Does it look alright? We've got carpet over here, so we got some part of the stream set up. But hi D-Dolls and Grundevlier and Kegsit and Rollers, how we doing? So this is old microphone, laptop camera. The setup here is extremely jank. Extremely jank. I'm using a full screen virtual machine over here, so I don't have my usual Windows browser, so we have to use the browser inside of here. We've also got I can't read chat because it's tiny for some reason. JJMC is here, and Mikey Man, hello, Large Popping, how's it going? Yeah, and the lighting in here is terrible as well. Yeah, but works.
Happy 2 years. So
Thank you for the resub at. Wait, where's my fucking notification panel? I sort of have things working at 24 months. God damn, Needles. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate your continued support. It's good to see you again. I think I got everything working here. So in theory, if I do ASC download input, that should all work. I even have a little bit. Oh, the audio is hot? Okay, so I was fucking around with it. Are we better now? I turned down gain. Does that make it better? I don't know. I've also boosted the audio because it was not working well before. I can unboost it. Ugh. Let me put it back to +5. Is this a lot better? Is it much better? Okay. Are we good? Everything is so fucked up. But we're gonna try this. Also, I'm gonna be looking this way the whole time, which is also super jank. I guess it's not different than the normal stream. So, oh, and I don't have my little things, so I have to keep track of things. Yeah. And I hope my hotel neighbors don't give a shit because I'm gonna be making noise. Premix, hello. Best hotel you've ever. I walked in and this place is fucking fancy. I did not attempt to get a fancy hotel. I just was like, downtown Toronto, within the price budget, first one that Google suggests, done. And there's like usually when I wander in a hotel and people are wearing casual clothes. People were fucking dripping when I walked in. So yeah, it's kind of nuts. What time zone am I in? Still Eastern. Same time zone. Can we go to Let's Go? I gotta be a little bit quiet because I'm in a hotel. So, yeah. Okay, so we got admin code ready. Let's. Today's day 8 already. Day 8. I have the latest version of Abby. Should make sure I have the latest version of Abby. Yeah. Eric, hello, Toronto. Yes, with the second T silent. But yeah, all of the channel point rewards are disabled because none of them work because the bot's not working. So yeah, that's just gonna add to the scuff. So such is life. Let's at least get this here. Day 8. No. AUC submit part 1. Oh no, that's not how this works. I think that's how this works. Fuck, I don't know. And then we'll get part 2 ready. 2. And then hello. There's a prediction live. There is a prediction live. Auto-scaling servers are weird. Auto-scaling is great. Is that a Hilton Garden Inn? This is the Sheraton in Toronto. Who is that? Sesta. Hello. Welcome. AOC submit breaks for string output. It is intentional. Because otherwise you would submit garbage print debug statements on accident. So it is very intentional. Most of the puzzles are integers. Some of them are not, but most of them are integers. So that's why it does that. Why is your submitting script only work for ints? Would it work for strings if you didn't use type ins? Oh, I mean, I intentionally call int to prevent random ass strings. Oh, you have Arbor. What was her name? We rated last night. You have That's nice. Now you need his bongos, right? Oh, there you go. Mr. Jake, thank you for the gift sub. Now you can bongo too. Okay, we gotta get this ready. I'm gonna open this in a new tab so that we can just click refresh. I think we're set up. Baby. Let me submit garbage? I mean, you can just turn off the check if you trust yourself to not put print statements. But occasionally, occasionally I don't do my debuggerooski and I just kind of print away. Kexit, thank you for the bits. I don't know why they didn't make a sound. This was a mistake. Right? I also don't have my nice little this is what I have for chat, so I don't have my nice little thingy thing. So yeah. I don't print. Yeah, usually I don't print debug. I usually use the debugger. Occasionally I will print debug during AOC because I can be a little bit faster. It's a trade-off. Yeah. Like a match print to go to standard error? Then you're playing with fire. Simple Guyan, hello, welcome. It made sound for us? Oh, okay, well, such is life, I guess. I will just have to deal. Chatterino-y is good if you don't have the bot. Well, I don't care. The bot isn't that useful anyway. It's mostly just jokes and shit anyway, so it'll have to deal. Airbounce says, still slightly out of it for the 3rd day in a row, but still doing my dailies. How you doing, Airbounce? Hello. Good to see you. Yeah. Also, my hotel room is like burning hot. I got in here and either the previous person or the hotel set it to like 25°C, and it is sweltering in here. Venus, hello. How you doing? God, I hope there's no one next to me. This is so embarrassing. At least I could be a goofball in my own house, but in a hotel, I feel stream is a little more embarrassing. It's random people. First thing you do is always crank the AC. Yeah, it only has an auto mode. It doesn't have a heat AC, so we'll see what happens. What is the most valuable programming language of the Department of Python in 2022? Whatever you need to get the job done. Yeah. Also, what's going on in downtown Toronto today? Because there was like an absurd amount of traffic. So much traffic that I had to get back on the freeway and like take a random ass way into town. Fortunately, I kind of know my way around Toronto, so I was able to find my way to Spadina and eventually get to my hotel. So, but the actual exit I was supposed to take was just like, cops everywhere. Nope, can't go that way. Whoever pays me the most money, yeah. Prediction split? I don't know why anyone would say yes on these, especially when I'm like not out of my element. Yeah, just sounds like normal Toronto traffic. I mean, that's kind of true, isn't it? You're not wrong there. But yeah. Ace, hello. Hotels are a little thicker than usual for reasons. Yeah, but even then, you could still kind of hear stuff. Yeah. Oh. I'm so out of my element for this too, because like I don't have my chair, I don't have my desk. I have my keyboard at least. I have like the desk is covered in glass, so I have this random piece of foam that I found as a mouse pad. Um, yeah, this is jank. And we have the old microphone, which I dug out of the closet. But yeah, when do I go back home? Saturday. I will be back on Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the stream on Saturday, but we'll see. Oh yeah, muting sounds good. I will see you on the other side. We got a minute left. Oh, also, I tried recording and streaming at the same time, and it did not work. Who the fuck thought a glass desk was good in ID in 2020? So that's the worst part. It's a wood desk, but it has a glass top. So it means that these mice are useless. Like I don't know. I don't understand. Why would they do this? They will. Let's go. Oh, indeed. Your current setup is better than mine. Honestly, I feel like this setup is almost as good as about half the people that stream in Science and Tech. Yeah, better audio setup, not a better lighting. Better, well, notifications at least, but I just was able to copy those from the thing. Okay, we're down to the last few seconds here. Good luck to everyone who's solving. I'm going to be ignoring chat, and I'm going to have a hard time finding where I left off when we get back to things. But good luck to everyone who is solving, and I will see you on the other side. 3, 2, 1, and refresh. Okay, we got some numbers. Oh, I have a parser for this. I forget what parser it is. Count the number of trees that are visible from outside the grid when looking directly along a row or column. Each tree is represented as a single digit. Okay. So we need to find increasing numbers until we stop. Okay, so I forget what my support method is. Maybe I should just not do that. Parse chords hash, parse chords int. Okay, so we need to find along a row or column. Is it in every direction? All of the trees around the edge of the grid are visible since they're already on the edge. No trees block the view. Yep, okay. So we need to find strictly increasing. Triple click, that's what it is. And expected is 21. And is it in all directions? Top left 5 is visible from the left, and the top left middle is visible but only from the right. Middle row, the 5 is visible, the 3 and 4 are not. What? Are trees just 5s? No. Top right one is not visible. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have to just traverse from each direction, and as we're increasing, we mark things as visible. Okay, so I am going to say visible is a set. We can start from top, and you just have to do each direction, I think. Okay. From top. Okay. X-Men, Y-Men. Actually, it's probably Y-Men, X-Men. Fuck. It doesn't actually matter. Okay. So, for Y in range, Y min, Y max, +1. Oh, we need to So for each column, we are going up and down the rows. So this is up slash down, and then we'll do the left slash right as well. Initial equals chords y x min visible dot add y x min it's visible if it's greater than. If for if chords and is greater than initial, we'll call it val. Greater than val, then visible dot add cans val equals chords and. Okay, so that is down. Do else break. Let's do up. Y x max. 4x in. How do I do a reverse range? This one. Yep, okay. For x in range, x max, -1, -1. Thank you for the bits. Okay, so that gets us up, down. Let's do left to right now. It's a lot of duplicated code. That is probably fine. I'm gonna fuck this up somehow. X. That should be fine now. Should be y max. Max. This should be y. Oh, I'm gonna screw this up. Also, I know there's a parenthesis somewhere that's wrong. Oh, that sucks. Where's the fucked up parenthesis? Here. Does that mean I screwed it up here as well? Linter. Oh god, I don't have the hooks installed. No. Okay. 0. Oh, we forgot to return when invisible. The comments are wrong. Whatever. When invisible. Well, do we double count each one? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not a set. Um. I'm gonna leave a set just in case we maybe need it for part 2. Uh, oh shit. Oh, I'm getting sloppy now. Oh, this is a problem. That's 24. No. um. I think it's supposed to be line visible. That mistake there is probably also present up here. It's closer. Still wrong. Support dots. Where's my friend chords hash? So what are we missing here? Oh, it's strictly increasing. We gotta go all the way over. Yeah, we can't just break. There we go. Hello? Okay, on to part 2. Um, Measure the viewing distance from a given tree. Look up, down, left, and right from that tree. Stop if you reach an edge, or at the first tree that is the same height or taller than the tree under consideration. Okay, this is a... So this is a grid sum problem, and I don't ever remember how to do grid sum, so this is going to be one where I have to think a lot. How large is our input? 100 by 100? Okay, I think I don't need to optimize. That seems small enough. Looking up, its view is not blocked. It can see one tree of height 3. Looking left, its view is blocked immediately. It can only see one tree of height 5. Looking right, its view is not blocked. It can see 2 trees. Looking down, its view is blocked. Eventually, it can see 2 trees. Multiplying together its viewing distance in each of the 4 directions. Okay, so we find the max scenic score. Okay. It's not so bad. Oh, I should have kept one of those loops. Okay, so we need to do up, we need to do down, we need to do left, and we need to do right. Why is this fucky? What did I do here? Alright, up is for I in range. First to do n equals chords xy, or candidate y in range, y minus 1, y min minus 1, negative 1. We define when the view is blocked, so it's exactly, it needs to be less than. If chords, this is yx. I don't actually know if they're flipped, but it also doesn't matter. Can yx is less than n, then Up equals... Is it always 1? It's always 1. So it starts as 1. Yeah. Then up plus equals 1, else break. And then we need to do this in each of the directions. So next we'll do down. Then we need to do right and left. Gross. There's no way I'm doing this in SQLite. Maybe there is. Alright, left starts from x minus 1. X min minus 1. So this is y comma and x. It should be canned x. And this is right. Plus 1, x max plus 1, and then increasing. And then our answer for this was 8. 9. 9? What? Why? Somehow we got 3 times 3. That seems wrong. Fuck. 3 times 3 times 1 times 1? So we need to find when its view is blocked. If it goes all the way to the edge, what does it get? Looking up, its view is not blocked, you can see 1 tree. Looking left, its view is blocked immediately, you can only see 1 tree right next to it. Okay, so it's how many trees it can see? So we're like off by 1 somehow. I'm guessing if it's at the edge, it can see 0, so that seems fine. I think if I do this instead... Oh, we have up here. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Maybe this is fine. But I still think the edges are gonna be wrong. I don't know. Yeah, now it's 45, so that's clearly wrong. See if we do my idea here. Hi, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Sorry I'm not reading chat for a second. I'm trying to go fast. But thank you for the raid nonetheless. Alright, there we go. Let's fucking go, baby! Probably no points though. I'm sure someone is much faster at fumbling through that than I was. Yeah, way faster at fumbling through that than I was. Damn, people got this one quick. Alright, let me say hi to everyone who's here. Holy shit. I have so much chat to catch up on. Details, put the marker in. Thank you, thank you. Is this like sandwich Sudoku? Klein. Every cursive chat, hello. Major Mongoose says, appreciate your use of column major ordering. Let's actually check if that was what it's supposed to be. I just assumed that past me was like, yeah, column major. Parse chords int. It is? No, it isn't. It isn't, but it also doesn't matter because you can transpose the problem. That's funny, especially because I parsed it like this. Ah. J Apple J, hello, hello. Oh, you rated as well. Can Mod give slash shoutouts? Yes, slash shoutout still works. J Apple J gets a shout out. Who else rated? So I can make sure that those are done too. Harold also rated. Shout out Harold. Thank you both for the raid. Welcome viewers. Today we're working on Advent of Code Day 8. I did not go fast, so people did not get points. But thank you all for the raids. I am in a hotel, so we got Super Scuff stream today. Sorry about that. ZorXGG, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. He'll talk to you when he finishes. It's true. It's true. I'm talking to you now. Advent Code is a little above my level, but it looks like a fun challenge. I think anyone can do the first bunch of days. My friend Juicebox Hero, who is not a software developer at all by trade, has gotten to like day 15, and she's fumbling through JavaScript, learning Python right now. I think Advent of Code is still accessible to people, even if you're don't think you're good enough. You're definitely good enough. You can do these problems. I believe in you. What's the event? I'm going to a work holiday party. Simple Guyan says, what is Advent of Code? If you go to my YouTube channel and look at the most recent, I think it's like the third most recent video, I have a FAQ that goes over it. Normally a bot would be able to give you that link, but bot's not running today. Is it for beginners? It's for anyone. Varying levels of difficulty, doesn't follow a given scale. Yep, that's true. Python, hello, hello. How you doing? Yeah. 3 times 3, right? Hello, hello. How does one deal with a stubborn, condescending coworker? Get management involved so that you don't have to deal with them? I don't know. Bot Zerker, hello, hello. Harold again, thank you, thank you. Aneurysm, how's it going? Greetings, programs. Greetings indeed. Higo Doll, hello, hello. Pythonic Pie is also here. How you doing? Day 7 got hard, but you can do it. It's not timed. It's true. It's true. I feel like day 7 wasn't that bad. The parsing was, but I figured out after the fact. So I went back and thought about. I couldn't sleep last night, which does not bode well for being a working human being. But I went back and thought about yesterday's problem, and I don't need this at all. I don't need this at all. Let's see what. If line dot starts with, actually, I really only need this. So we need the CD logic. If line is this, otherwise if this, elif line dot starts with $ls or dir. Continue. Otherwise, this. So the problem is way fucking simpler than I made it out to be. I think this still works. 0. How is this 0? What do you mean? How are you a 0? Oh, because we don't ever put dirs in here. We don't have dirs anymore. Dirs we can add here. Yeah, so this shit works way better than day 7 than what I had before. But what are you gonna do? We need a bot light running in OCI. Maybe. How to deal with that? Team member throw HR at them repeatedly if needed. Yes. How do I turn timestamps on in chat so that I can see just how far behind I am? Mod icons. Chat appearance? No. Oh god, what have I done? Oh, timestamps. Timestamps for new messages. What about old messages? How to check the global leaderboard time? I just have to click on thing. I don't know. Time enjoyed. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm in Toronto, so we have jank ass setup today. They're bumping the company. Let them think they're right and reap the benefits. And please, there you go. I don't know if that's the right strategy. How much faster is the refactored version? I don't know, because my laptop is so much faster than my desktop that comparing the numbers is not meaningful today. Yeah, Erica's here. Our special VIP in chat. Oh, did you get a fancy new badge, Eric? You did indeed. You got the 3-month badge. Look at that. You even thought about removing a Switch keyboard? I removed all of I removed all of my channel points. So all my channel points are currently disabled. Yeah, so okay, let's I'm not gonna be able to add the timing for this. Oh, maybe I should I'm gonna do this refactor for both things. In theory, I could do the refactor for SQLite also, because it makes it way simpler. I think I'm actually just gonna leave the SQLite one alone. But in theory, it makes it way faster. Simpler parsing for day 7. What keyboard am I using? I'm using this keyboard. Bang keyboard. Oh wait, shit, fuck, damn it. For the evening, thanks for stopping by, Fixer Jake. Yeah, I should have set up my linters beforehand. This would have cost me some time. I'm gonna blame it on the linters. Oh yeah, there's no more in LS. Should I make my SQLite solution better? Or should I try and make today work in SQLite? Improve day 7 with simpler logic. All right. What do you want to do, chat? What should happen here? I'm not going to commit the timing for these. I'll redo the timing when I get back to my other computer that is normalized. Because this computer is not normalized. Do not pui. That's pretty. Oh, that's microseconds. I thought that was a millisecond. I was like, no, that'd be 12 seconds. That wouldn't work. Got 620 for part 1, 1500 for part 2. Nice. Can you explain how you solved day 8? With a lot of shitty code. Basically, the problem is looking in each direction for all of them. So this is just traversing the comment serve garbage. I guess I should adjust them. This is left. No, this is right. And this is left. So this is just traversing in each direction and finding anything that's strictly increasing. Part 2 doesn't reuse any of the code. Oh, I can get rid of the n plus equals 1s here. As it turns out, that is not how this works. And I fumbled on a bunch of silly bugs here. Don't think this gets used at all. Don't think this gets used at all either. I don't know how much time this actually saved me, but it's not terrible. Finals are done. Nice. Congratulations, Chaz. Does that mean you graduated? Does that mean you did it? That's awesome. He could also, sadly or fortunately, there are no points for style in AOC. Yeah, well, I mean, I still usually try and make things look somewhat alright. But yeah, day 8, part 1. Okay, let me think about this. How would I do this in SQLite? I think if I have like a terrible bruise on my hand. Oh, right, this is when I fell in the shower. Okay, I think this is actually doable in SQLite. I just need to put the coordinates into a database and then query. Yeah, actually, I think this one's actually pretty easy in SQLite. Now that I think about how the problem actually works. So, or sorry, date part 2 is easy. Yeah, part 2 is easy. Part 1, how am I going to do it in part 1? Are we going to see it? Yeah, we're going to work on it. Yeah. Not yet, 2 more quarters. Oh no. This is why the no fooling around the shower exists. But that's the best place to fool around. That isn't actually why I fell in the shower. I fell leaving the shower because the mat on my because my house cleaner had just cleaned and my mat that's supposed to have grippy floor things did not have grippy floor things. So I trusted the grippy floor things and went. But yeah, you can emulate a tree with dicks and tuple keys. Uh, yeah. Trees are a bit overkill. Oh, a tree? That would be funny. Glad you didn't bring anything. I mean, it's possible I did, but I was partially concussed as well, which is not great. Um, okay, how am I going to do part 1 in SQLite? Because the problem is I need to find strictly increasing things, which means, I mean, I could write, I can do it with recursive. Yeah, I think we can do it. All right, we're gonna try and do this in SQLite. We're not giving up on day 8. What's the longest day I've made SQLite work? Uh, I know we did a day 9 one year. 2021? God, GitHub is slow. Man, I'm glad I don't do GitHub in Canada. Just upload. You can see 2021. I don't think I started my SQLite meme until 2018. Or until 2019. I don't even know if I did in 2018. Yeah, nope. 2019. There's a better way to do this, which is star.sql. Okay, we did day 9 in 2019. We did one of them in int code one year too. Ooh, we got to day 10 in 2021. Okay, my goal is to get past day 10. We could do this, right? Concussion? Yeah. And then I streamed right afterwards, which was not great. Dreamer, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, so I essentially need to parse each character into its row and column, which is pretty easy. So we're going to create a table. We're going to do a small input first, just because I think we're going to need to debug this one a bit. So let's grab this wheel right here. Cena says, Anthony, man, you looks good in this like scuffed ass hotel setup. Yeah, something like that. Create table of chords. Y, int, x, int. Well, int. Okay, with recursive. And how am I gonna do this? We are going to have y, x, we, rest. And we are going to start with y of 0, x of -1, v of -1. We're going to filter those out at the end. Oh, actually, you know what? We can just start 0, 0. We can actually do this right. Um, subster or select subster s11 input, and then yeah. So usually I like to do a base case and then iterate. Maybe music stop. Music stop. Oh yeah, let me get that going again. There we go. Any date tonight? Nope. I am in a tougher all by myself. Um, yeah. 2, 10. All right, that's our initial case. And what do we need to do? Case when. Oh, we're gonna need to filter out the new lines somehow. Yeah. And that rest 1, 1 when char 10. Then nn dot y plus 1 else nn dot y. Okay, so that is our y. Blah, 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 blah. We need to do the same thing for x. When it is char 10, then negative 1? Yeah. Otherwise, we increment the value. Chocolate Jacks! It is me! Yeah, I am in a hotel. It's very jank. I got the old microphone too. Man, I should have just like VTuber set up. That would have been less embarrassing than whatever the hell this is. Okay, X, Y, and then value. Um. Uh, let's actually tab these out because then it'll read better. When this, then -1, otherwise this ends. Case this. When that. I find it interesting that there's two ways to write case statements in SQLite. It's either case, wat, when, blah. There's either like the switch style, which is like this, or there's like the if style where you can do case, when, blah, 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 then, blah, 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 when, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's two ways, like, they're slightly overloaded. But yeah. Got it? Nice. GG, GG. You're looking great, bro. Thanks, Choco Jacks. Appreciate it. Messed up my second part? Oh man, my second part code is disgusting. I took a baseball analytics test. The hard SQL question was 5 lines with a case win. I mean, admittedly, I'm doing code stuff you should never do in SQL, so. Yeah. Okay, chomp a character at a time. Where and in the rest is this. Slender SC, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Y and then dot x and then dot we from and then where and then dot x does not equal -1. Think does a lot. Think that gets our coordinates. This is gonna be unfucking readable. Let's put mode table on here. Yes. The crazy thing is I have dropped 0 frames. I'm flabbergasted at that. That seems crazy. Alright. 30373. Next line. 25512. Dude, when shit works the first time, I'm so sus. What? How did this? I am amazed. Okay, we're parsing coordinates. We're cooking with gas. Insert into coords. Okay, now we have parsed the coordinates. So now we need to actually do We need to actually do all of the iterations. Can I do it in one loop? Answer is right for the real input, but not the sample input? What? That's wild. Mr. Singh, hello, hello. So I had an interview today, and the tech lead who was meant to be there didn't even show. That happens a lot. The sequel is the analyst equivalent of you can dodge a brick, you can dodge a ball. This sequel is the equivalent of what the fuck are you doing, Anthony? This makes no sense. Are the inputs always square? Should we assume the inputs are always square? Should we generalize? I think I'm going to... how am I going to do this? I could do 2 with recursives. That feels gross. You know, I'm going to do part 2 first, just because I think part 2 is easier. But I think part 2 actually lends itself really well to this problem. I need to fill my water. I'm going to do that real quick. Gross hotel water. Ew. Hotel water, not toilet water. Could you imagine? Bloop. That would be actually gross. Jerome says about the Hilton Garden Inn. I don't fucking know. It's the Sheridan. What? Should I tell you where I'm at? No, that's probably a bad idea. Well, fuck. Now you know. All right. So for this one, we are doing select sum something. Actually, 4 sums. 4 sums multiplied. One, two, three, four from. Well, actually, we're doing max of these from chords. Select. Yeah. Huh. Did someone say force? What? What's happening? Chat, what are we doing today? X9, hello. Wait, what? Where did force come from? Uh, right now it's a 1 sum, which is just the saddest sum.
They live boys.
X Nilo, thank you for the resub at 6 months, which gets you would get you a fancy badge, but you already have the fanciest badge that no one else can say. Oh, gotta do 4 sums. I have only myself to blame. Okay. What does an empty sum do? Does it null? Does null multiply? Coalesce 0? Okay, we can do that. Well, it becomes null, but we should always see at least 1 tree. Maybe we do +1? Because we're counting the number of trees that are... Oh, wait. We need to have state. Wait, I thought this one was easier, but it is not. As soon as we see a tree, we have to stop. Oh, we need loops. Maybe part 2 isn't easier than part 1. Oh, or no. Are you at a sneezy hotel? No, I'm at a expensive one. Torga says, do you actually feel comfortable doing ASC and SQL, or is this a challenge? I've done all of them so far. Yeah, I'm pretty good at SQL. Tofu, you tell me, Anthony, what we're doing, lol. It's Advent of Codfish. Yes, indeed. Booby's here. How you doing? My worst day so far? Same. Why is Bonk broken? The bot's not running because I couldn't figure out how to get it started. AKA, I couldn't find all the credentials needed to make it run. Because I couldn't figure out how to generate a YouTube API key. I honestly, okay, so I got to the hotel at 11 and I was like, I have 55 minutes to get stream set up and working. I managed to get OBS installed. I managed to set up my microphone and sort of balance the audio properly. I got my background music working. I got the stream where I split the audio channels working. I got the camera working. I got chat opened. I got my terminals adjusted over here. I set up everything on the desk. I opened this monitor for the first time. I've never used this screen, so I had to figure out how it works. I have only 2 electricity plugs, so I had to juggle everything to get everything working. In the middle of setting everything up, Windows decided that I needed to update. So my computer rebooted halfway through me setting everything up. While it did that, I was like, oh, I will just continue to set up stream stuff on my phone. My phone also installed an update while I was doing that. So I was just like complete panic while trying to do this. And the last 10 minutes were me fucking around with YouTube, and I could not get a YouTube API key. So that's why we don't have a database, or why we don't have the bot today. But yeah. Shaz says, during my database final today, I was discussing how like 4 subqueries. Yeah, I mean, the bot was too secure. No, it just has too many stupid keys. It's so annoying. And this is why we love you. Look. We did it. We do it for the stream, right? Streaming on phone. Well, it's mostly just like I knew I had to do some like Streamlabs shit to get that set up, and yeah, bot integrates with too much shit. I was gonna just like skip the AQI stuff and the other part and just have it run, but the bot's kind of useless without the YouTube stuff. So imagine a coding stream on his phone camera. I've actually seen somebody hook up a keyboard to the bottom of this and then stream Termux on their Android phone. So it is a thing. People do that, which is nuts. Oh, the camera's still typing. Yeah. Okay, so this approach isn't going to work. We need to. Oh, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck a lot. So I wonder if I can nest CTEs. I wonder if I can nest CTEs. I don't even know. Like, what I'm thinking of doing right now is I'm thinking of doing this. And I don't even know if this is possible. But we're gonna try it. So we're gonna code assembly on an Android phone? it's certainly possible. Alright, I'm gonna write out a sample thing to see if this is even possible. Create table chords, accent. Search into chord values 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. Actually, let's do 2 rows or 3 columns. Recurse array with Recursive syntax for this. We're just gonna do a very simple one. Select 0 union all. Select and I plus 1 from n, where n I is less than words dot x. Select some n dot I. I know this is there's a you can n plus 1 over 2, but I just want to see this as see if this actually works. Table. Line 3. Do I need to say chords XY? What the fuck is wrong with this? Oh. I know I can do this, so I'll just do this instead. Actually. One. No such column n dot I. Oh. This was meant to be YX. Okay. It seems we can. Wait, why was WAT 1? It should have started at 0. Maybe that's what I want. Yeah, okay. So this is some. Okay, so we can do that. Oh, fuck. I thought at one point I had set the bot with everything necessary. It turns out I was wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Can nest or should nest? Oh, I definitely should not do this, Matt, dude. This is terrible idea. But it does work, so that is what we're gonna go with. Okay, so let's do part 2, because that's the one I have open. So we can do this. We need to go in each direction. And we need to multiply the 4 together. And let's write one of them. This is sort of nutty. Um, so we're gonna do y. Select chords dot y minus 1. So let's do up first. We're always gonna see at least one tree. No, that's not necessarily true. But the edges will be wrong. The edges will be off by 1, but I hope that doesn't matter. Like, the only way that would matter is if somehow everything along the line was bigger than everything else. I don't think that's the case. Otherwise, we have to figure out how to do this. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna think about that. Select nn.I minus 1 from nn, where nn dot y, where nn dot y is greater than 0, and select what do I call it? Val. And select val from chords where y equals nn.y and x equals chords.x. Where this is less than chords.val. Okay, so this is all of the up direction ones. So let's see what we get here. Okay, looking at our input. These are all 1. They shouldn't be 1, but I think it's okay. These should be 0s. Can I fix that? Go to sleep sounds good. What is good? Hello. Edges are annoying for part 2. I guess I should do them correctly then. Let's do this. We'll have a placeholder column. And where... Oh, I don't have to do this. Where not nn.lat. Okay, so top row should be 0. Good. Next row, that one should be 0. This should be 1, 1, 1. Wait, why did we get 0 here? Oh. They should all be 1. Fuck. That's annoying. So if there are no trees, it should be 0. If there are at least 1 trees, you always have to count 1. This is the wrong code. That's the wrong code too. There's 0 trees at 0. If there's at least 1 tree, you have at least 1 as your value. Ah, that sucks. Are you by any chance assuming the highest point is 9? No, I'm not. I'm not assuming that, although it's impossible to have it bigger than that. Oh, are you talking? You're talking to someone. Never mind. You're not talking to me. I can see replies. That's how this works. Hmm. I could count myself and then subtract 1. I think that works. So we get rid of this WAT thing. I think that works. Yeah. I think that works. No, we still have this problem. Why though? I bet it's that. No, now we've somehow gone. How the fuck? How? No less than chords.val? Is that somehow true? None of these make sense now. What's going on here? You won the prediction? Nice, nice. Fuck. So we started ourselves. We decreased by 1. I'm just gonna put some tables here. And I'm going to say, oh, that is a problem. That might just be the problem. This might be fine. Is there... It should have told me this is ambiguous. I don't know why it didn't. No, they're all here. What? Oh no, chat, we might have to throw in the towel today. I don't know why this one isn't working. It should work. This feels right. Let me just put this in order down here. We're not giving up yet, but it's not looking great. So let's find one of the x's that we care about. So let's say this one, we should see 2. So it should be y of 0, 1, 2, x of 0, 1, 2, 3. x3, x3, y2, y2, x3. Switch palm chords.val. Oh, we have to hardcode the value. The value is 3. So we got the number 2, which is just this here. We should have seen that this is less than the value. Oh. I think we are short-circuiting. And then that y is equal to 2 or this. We're back on. We need to allow our base case, apparently. And nm dot y equals chords dot y, or... Oh no, we're back to having 1 here. How are we back to having 1 here? Alright, let's plug in 0, 0 for this. 0. Oh, I think because I'm supposed to have a greater than. Zeros, okay. Everything in the first column should have 1. Good. 2, 0. Should have 2. Okay, I think this is working. 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Should have 2. Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. Okay. It is possible. Chad69, welcome to the stream. Your name is inappropriate though, so I have to ban you. You should pick a different name. 69 is fine, but the N-word is not. Okay, so now that we have done this, we can do it in the other 4 directions. So we need to do max. And then 4 multiplications here. In each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to get the directions correct. We know we have the first one working, but we need to get the other 3 working. Okay, we have down, up. Let's do down next. So this becomes +1. This becomes less than select max y from chords. And the rest of this is fine. Okay, I believe we have done down. Let's do left. I'm getting super cocky by doing this all at once. I probably shouldn't do this all at once. I should probably actually do it in the right order. Alright, let's do left next. X is greater than 0, and this is equal to that, or... I think that gets us left. So we need to do right. X plus 1. X is less than select max X from chords. And X is X. X is X. And Y is Y. Bruh. Hey, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but that, I believe, is part 2. I need to do part... Oh my god, it's so slow. Welcome, fan. You finished university. Nice. Congratulations. Oh my god, it is so slow. Holy shit, it is so slow. What? But it gets the right answer, so it counts, right? It's thinking. It did the answer, though. Okay. That is not the slowest SQLite solution I've ever had, but that one's pretty slow. Okay, how am I going to do this for part 1? I think part 1 is actually easier than part 2 because we have to do the same number of iterations though. Yeah. And we still have to. Oh, actually, I think we can do part 1 with just plain SQL with subqueries. Oh, could I have done this one with subqueries? No, I don't think I could have done this one with subqueries. Let's try to do part 1. So we need to go over each row and column. And we need to find the count of values that are greater than everything to the right or to the left. Yeah. Let's just figure it out for each row. Group. So we need to find where nn.y is equal to y, and and x is nn.y, which is c2.y. And x equals 0 or c2.x equals 0 or c2 dot val is greater than select max val from towards c3. Oh god. The value is greater than the maximum value where c3.y equals towards.y and what? And c3.x is less than c2.x. This is looking this way, bigger than everything that way. Okay, so this is looking right for each y. Oh, this isn't aggregated though. How's that gonna work? I think we can do this. Alright, let's see what this gets us. Let's just call him forwards.y. Oh. Oh, we have the input. I was like, why is it still going? Oh my god, this one's gonna be so slow. This is gonna be so slow. Okay, is this right? Okay, looking from the right. How many trees do we see? We see 1, 2. Okay. Here we see 1, 2. Okay. Here we see 1. Here we see 1, 2, 3. Here we see 1, 2, 3. Okay, it works. But holy shit, is it slow. Okay, so we are going to do sum this. I think I actually need a separate set of parentheses in here. Oh, we can do the leftward look at the same time. Just copy paste you. Where's C2, where the y's are the same and the x is equal to select next x from chords, or the value is greater than this from chords where the y is the same and this is greater than. Okay, so this should get it left and right. Was it column C? Oh, max C, it should be X. Let's not sum them so I can actually see what's going on. Okay, so if we look at our input, okay, so we already did the left, so let's look from the right. 1, 2, yep, okay. 1, 2, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. 1 and 1, 2. Okay, that works. Okay, so that is our y direction. Now we need to do the same thing for x. So we can do let's put a 0 here for now. We'll fill that in with our second query, which I'm going to do by copying this and then changing y's to x's. Dedentation now as we debug. X, X, Y, X, X, Y, Y. Basically just swapping X and Y and praying that it works. X, X, Y, Y. X, X, Y, Y. And X. You know what? I'm cocky. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna full send. We're near line 35. Well, fuck me. I bet it's this semicolon. Near from. Well, there's a lot of froms. That looks like it doesn't line up. Would also mean it doesn't line up here? 40. I don't think that's right. 21 is what we expect. Shit. Oh, it's distinct coordinates, right. Yeah, no, wait, right, yeah. So we need to... Shit. It's not just the counts. Ooh. It's not just the counts. We need to find all of the... We need to find all the x's. Uh, okay, that flips the problem a little bit, but I think it's still doable. We can do it with unions. All right, let's try this again. Let's start from here. So this is not going to work. This part here. So I'm just gonna comment it out for now. But I think I'm gonna use some of the approaches that I used here. Right now we're double counting a bunch of positions. That's why it's not working. Wolfram, how you doing? Yeah, I know it's jank stream. I know. Uh, so we need to get yx from distinct y. Inner join chords C2 on. I think I can actually just use this. Do my XY switcheroo. I'll do that thing. Oh, this has to change. This has to be c2.x. No, c2.y chords. X. X. You do the same thing here. c2.y chords.x. We switch the x's and y's. X. X. Y, Y. Then select #1 from this big old wheel group by YX. Oh no, I want count distinct. We want to count the number of rows, not the. Ah, shit. Yeah, so I can do this. I can do this. I don't want to think about this problem. I can do this probably without that extra query, but I think this will work. Yeah. Okay, if we do big input. Oh, it chugs. It chugs for a while. Oh boy. Don't know if it's going to complete though. I mean, part 2 completed. That number doesn't look right. What? All right, we'll say that's good enough. Kind of gross. I feel like I could have done better, but I did learn something, so that's cool. I learned that I can nest these things. I did. Yes, I did do it. Wild. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna wrap us up for today. Shit, I don't even know how to find someone to raid. Do we have? I don't have my Twitch dashboard open. I got nothing today. Let's see. Let's see if there's someone on the lines. Wilfred says, "You don't strike me as a good enough kind of guy." It's true. That is not usually how I roll. So Arborelia is online as well, but we rated them yesterday, so we are going to try and find someone new. What the fuck is this react button? We're experimenting with reactions. Viewers can react to specific moments during your stream. We'll share these reactions with you anonymously on your stream summary page. What? The fuck is that feature? Yeah, bot's not working today. But yeah. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Chi Chi is streaming. We rated them recently too. You know what? We have not rated Nikwan yet, so we're gonna do that. Raid Nikwan. Their handle is something complicated. It's like Nikwan Data Science or something, right? Nikwan Data Sci. Yeah, let's do that. Shit, where did my window go? Scuffed. But yeah, go say hi, be nice, etc. I will catch you tomorrow for another scuffed stream. And this will eventually be on YouTube, but we'll see. But yeah, hopefully you have a good rest of your day, and thank you all for stopping by, even though this is pretty jank, but we do have carpet, so it's good. Venus, take it easy. Yep, I will take it easy. Hopefully you will as well. But have a good one, chat. Peace.